Hey, it's not your fault. I wasn't taught about money either. But today, we're going to expose something that millionaires and generational wealth builders know about money that I don't think you do. And there was a time when I didn't know this. So, shh, I'm going to give you an inside look at the mindset of high six figure, and seven figure earners. These are the millionaires in our society today. How did they get there? Well, I always say that, and especially if you're not born into millions of dollars. Some people are fortunate enough to be born into something like that. I wasn't. Most of us were not. But when you become an adult and you can make your own decisions, you get to change your life. So wherever you are today, if you don't like it, it's probably a result of what you have here in your mindset. And so I always tell you that being wealthy is not so much about the money. There are a lot of people who make a lot of money, but they spend more than they make, or they don't know what to do with the money, and they just end up being broke again. There's a lot of examples of lottery winners and professional athletes who just, whenever I always say your mind kind of works like a thermostat, where if the temperature's off in the house, the thermostat kicks in and regulates it. Well, your financial subconscious does the same thing. It just kicks in and regulates and brings you back to where you're comfortable in your spending. So, and for most people, their financial comfort zone is a place you don't want to be, right? So it's on the struggle bus. I've been there. Hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. Welcome to the channel. I'm your Middleman CEO Shon-Jhon. For anyone who wants to learn how to start a middleman business from your phone, yes, from your phone, working 1 hour a week, that's what I teach you to do. And because you're going to have a team. So I teach you how to do that. I've been doing it since 2020. I work 1 hour a week. So I want you to learn how to work 1 hour a week and get your business to $10,000 per month, only working 1 hour a week. And yes, it's possible. So before you shoot down that idea, just know that I'm able to do these videos, run this channel, do the things I enjoy doing, travel, fish, spend time with the kids, because I don't have a job. Haven't had a job since 2020. Don't want a job. I run a middleman business. I do three things. I book customers, take deposits, dispatch the work. That's all I do. Book, deposit, dispatch. And the way I teach you to do it, you're going to partner with a VA, a virtual assistant. They're going to book, deposit, dispatch for you. That's why you don't have to do all the work and you don't have to work much. And so I teach you how to set up that business, establish that business. You choose whatever industry you want to be in. I'm in the moving service industry. You could be in cleaning. You could be in pressure washing. You could be in heating and AC, roofing, pest control, window tinting, TV mounting. It does not matter. Whatever industry you want to be in, as long as you can partner with a business who does that work and you can get customers for them, take a deposit for yourself. So for instance, I'm in the moving industry. I book a moving customer. I take a $150 deposit, dispatch the work to the movers who actually do the work. I get paid just for booking the customer. So I teach you how to do that. If you want to learn how to do that, then you can click the link for the free live event that's coming up Thursday night, 7 p.m. It's going to be in the description below to get the free information, or you could just put middleman in the comments below. Either way works for me. Just don't miss the event. So, and the thing is, when I was broke and poor, I wasn't making a lot of money, obviously, and I didn't even know what to do. I would get access to money, but I had no idea what to do with it. So whenever I got money, I would go out and buy things. So if you're poor like I used to be, you Christmas for us is a income tax check return from the tax return check from the government, right? So that's what I wanted to do. Or that's what I waited for, right? So that was my biggest payday of the year. So if I get a $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 check, that was my big payday. And so what did I do with the money? I would take the money and use it. So what would I buy with the money? And here's what I'm going to introduce you to. So what I would buy with the money is something called a liability. Now, liability is simply cash flowing away. All right, so this is going to be cash flow. And it means exactly what it says, cash flowing. So when cash flows away from you because of the thing, it's negative cash flow, which makes it a liability. However, if cash flows to you from the thing, that makes it positive cash flow, negative cash flow, and it's an asset. So I'll use an example a lot of us are familiar with, which is a house, right? So you buy a house, because I always tell you guys your house is not an asset, it's a liability if you live in it and you pay the mortgage. Now, so when the mortgage is due on the house, each month when the mortgage is due, who gets paid? Does the bank get paid or do you get paid when the mortgage gets paid? Well, if you live in the house, you pay the bank. So that's money flowing out of your pocket away from you, which makes the house a liability. It doesn't matter how you feel about the house. What makes it an asset or liability is cash flow. The rule of cash flow. Money flows to you, that's a good thing. Money flows away from you, that's a bad thing, right? And I'm not telling you don't buy a house or I'm not telling you a house is a bad thing. I'm just telling you if you live in it and you pay the mortgage, it's not an asset. It's a liability. Now you can convert it to an asset by renting it out or leasing it out. Now you have a tenant who pays you and pays the mortgage and puts money in your pocket. That's the difference. So, but what most wealthy and successful and millionaires know is that if they focus, every time they get money, their focus is on acquiring assets, they know that they can win. Whereas the middle class and the poor, their focus is always going to be on acquiring liabilities. So when I used to get my income tax check, I would buy television, buy clothes, buy things like that. And those things are liabilities, right? So I know you have to have clothes and stuff like that, don't get me wrong. But I would buy things I didn't need, right? So I would buy a big screen television. Didn't need that. I would go get a new, new rims for my car or something like that. Didn't need that. What I should have been doing is I should have been using the $5,000 income tax check to acquire assets. So let the asset grow. So the way it'll look is, that's why I always tell you guys that bank savings accounts are a disaster. You should use the money instead of saving the money. Instead of saving money, a better way would be to use the money. Don't save it, use it. Use the money to acquire an asset. Let the asset produce cash flow. What's cash flow? Money flowing to you. That's the cash flow you want. So buy an asset, acquire an asset, let the asset create cash flow, and then use that to buy what? The liability. That, guys, is what the wealthy know, the rich and the wealthy know, the millionaires know, the billionaires know, that you don't know. They know that when they get access to money, they want to create an asset. So they want to buy stocks, they want to buy shares, they want to buy Bitcoin, they want to start a business, they want to invest in something else, right? They want to invest in your business. They want to create a business, let that business mature, produce cash flow, and then let the cash flow buy the liability. So so I always say this is the formula that you can use to really buy anything you want. So let's say you do want to get the house, right? Let's say the ACL, asset times cash flow, equals liability. In this case, the liability is the house you're going to live in. You want to buy the house, right? So the house mortgage is 30 years. That's why I always tell you, you never want to tie a house to a job, because it's a 30-year job you would need to have, because that's the only way you know how to make money. So the mortgage is 30 years, cash, it's a liability, cash flowing out, 30-year mortgage, and so we have to pay that for 30 years. So we don't want to trade our lives, the next 30 years of our lives, just to buy off a house. Not worth it. So what we want to do is we want to create asset, let it produce cash flow, and then buy the liability. And you could really put anything in this box. Car, vacation, it does not matter. The question is not how much does it cost. The question is, how are you going to pay for it? So I always tell you guys, before you go to buy a house or any other liability, what you should be asking is, how am I going to pay for it? And if the words paycheck from job come out of your mouth, don't buy it. Hit the thumbs up if this is helping you guys or making any sense to you. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. So tell somebody else about the channel. So what I would do or what we've done. So full disclosure, my wife and I just put a brand new house under contract. I told you I would buy another house, but I also told you I wouldn't buy it with a paycheck, right? So we put the house under contract. We're a few months away, I think about 6 months away from the house being ready, right? Beautiful, amazing home. Love it. Brand new master plan neighborhood here in Dallas. Just awesome. Can't wait to move in it, right? So, but an asset times cash flow equals liability. So what did I do? I created a middleman business, right? A middleman business. Now, what do? I talked about just a second ago. I'm in the moving industry. No, I don't have trucks. I don't have crew. I don't have equipment. I don't touch boxes. I don't leave my house. All I do is partner with other moving companies here in DFW, Dallas Fort Worth, for those who don't know, and then I find a customer for them. And so I get the customer's information. I book the customer. Then the customer pays me a deposit, because without the deposit, they are not scheduled. They pay me a $150 deposit on a 5 or 10-minute phone call, and then I dispatch the work, right, to the ISP, Independent Service Professional, and that's an actual moving company, not me, right? I'm just brokering. That's what you guys will do if you let me teach you. And then I dispatch the work. I made $150 on a 5-minute phone call. I dispatched the work. I can show you, I do examples on my phone all the time where I share my screen on the Zoom calls, and you guys, if you're in the training, you'll get to see how I dispatch the work, and it goes out like that, and I get paid, right? So I dispatch the work, $150, that work is gone, I'm done, right? So what I did is I started doing that in 2020, and 2024, we're making enough money to say, all right, what's this house worth? I'm just gonna throw an example out for your dream house. It might be $3,000 a month. That's the mortgage, $3,000 a month. Well, you don't want to tie that to a job, because that's a 30-year job. You don't want that, right? So what I did is I created a middleman business in the moving industry. I let that thing grow to produce cash flow. Let's say if you create a middleman business, your dream house is $3,000, that thing creates, in the first, I don't know, 6 months, create 10K a month for you, right? And now you can use that 10K a month to go out and buy your house. You can buy your car, your truck. You could take, a vacation. That's Africa. That's the only country I probably know how to draw other than us. But the difference is, most people are gonna, when they look at this, they're gonna say, all right, how do I buy that house? And they're gonna go, all right, I need a job, right? And then that job's gonna, when I sell my life to them, my time to them, they're gonna give me a paycheck, and then I'm gonna use that paycheck to buy the house, the car, or take a vacation, right? And that is a no-no, because the problem with this is that in order to get that job, you have to trade your time. So you're not free if you don't control your time, right? So if you have to sell your time 9 to 5, 40 hours a week, then that's going to kill your freedom. So you have to sell your time on a job to get a paycheck. If anything happens to you, you lose your paycheck, you lose everything. And you don't control your time. Hey, you want to go golfing Friday, 2 p.m.? No, you got to be at work because you've agreed to sell your time. Whereas if you create an asset, a business, let that business grow, it'll make money for you. And I get to do all the things I want to do, and I get my time. So I always tell people the most important thing in life is not the money. Yes, you want to get the money, but the time is the most important thing, because that's the thing you can run out of and never get back. So you don't want to lose the time. You don't want to take it for granted. But if you sell it for a living on the thing called a job, you'll never live the life you want to live, because you never controlled your time. And so I don't want you to quit your job today. I just want you to join me in the training. Put middleman in the comments below to get the link, or just go ahead and click the link that's going to be in the video description under the video. But time is the most important thing. Now, we do want to make a little money so we can enjoy our time, and that's what I'll teach you. So if you want to learn more of this, click the link in the video description to get signed up for the class, you must have that. You must have that link invite to be able to get in there, or just put middleman in the comments. If you guys agree or disagree with any of this, let me know. And I'm just trying to reprogram the way you think, because when you got on this video, you probably was thinking, man, if I got my hands on $5,000, I'm buying all kinds of cool stuff, taking a vacation, might fix my car, whatever. And then our down payment on a house. And now after watching this video, you might go, I'm gonna pump the brakes on the house, the vacation, the car, stop all that. Here's what we need to do with this $5,000. We need to create an asset, let the asset produce money, and then use that money to buy the liability, not the $5,000. We're going to use this $5,000. Remember, don't save it, use it. Use it to do what? Make more money, create cash flow. You're either going to go through this life living off a paycheck, never controlling your time, because that's what you have to sell, or you're going to go through this life living off cash flow, controlling your time, controlling your life. You know which one I recommend, right? All right. So I hope this blessed you. I hope this helped you. Also, guys, by the way, I'm going to start doing some Bible studies. I think that's important. I always say time's the most important thing on this earth. Yes, there are some things that's going to transition this world. That's more important than anything. So we get that right, we can get everything else right. And that's the most important thing. So if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know. The only way I know is you guys smash the thumbs up, subscribe, and comment. I appreciate it. I hope to see you guys in the free live middleman training. That's why I wear this hoodie, Middleman CEO, making money without doing any of the work. So I own a moving service. People always ask me, say, what do you do for a living? I own a moving service. Okay, yeah, I got a friend who needs to get moved. No. I don't move anybody. I don't do that. There are plenty of companies who move people. I just connect you to them, and you pay me to do it. That's it. Think about Uber. Uber connects you to someone who's willing to give you a ride. But Uber does not themselves, they don't drive you around. They never do. They just connect you with someone who's willing to, and they get paid for the connection. That's the same thing a middleman company is, hence in the middle. So you have a customer who needs something, we'll just put a C. You have a business or you have a business that need customers, and then you have you, the middleman. All you do, whatever industry you choose, it could be home cleaning. I have a bunch of students who do home cleaning, roofing, heating, AC, pest control, television mounting, windows cleaning, mobile detail, on and on and on. You can go to the website middlemanceo.com, and you can see the list and the average deposit they take per booking. But all you're gonna do is find a customer, whatever industry you choose. So let's say you choose home cleaning, right? Right, you choose home cleaning, whatever city. Let's say you choose, we'll just say Orlando, right? Home cleaning service in Orlando. And you don't, because you do it over the phone, it's a mobile business. You don't have to be in the city you run your business out of. I have students who live in the country in the middle of nowhere, run their businesses in other states. You can legally do that. It's not hard. I teach you how to do it. Very easy. But if you live in a small town and you don't have the customers and whatnot, then run your business in a big city. You don't have to be there because you don't do the work, right? So Orlando, and then you find a customer, then the customer connects with that business. I connect that customer with real professional cleaners who actually go out and do the work. I'm done. Found a customer, connected them to the cleaners, got paid in the gap to do it, and I made money. So if you want to learn how to do it, you guys know what to do. Middleman in the comments, or click the link in the video description below. Hope to see you guys in the training. We're gonna have a blast. It's only probably about an hour, and I promise I'll get you out of there. It is Thursday night, 7 p.m. Texas time. That's Central time. So I hope to see you guys there. Otherwise, have a wonderful, blessed day, and I'll see you guys on the next video.